On the first goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, I think, from my memory, I think it was, they were trying to knock the ball out. David was staying on top of it. He ended up getting the ball without any defending support. So he went in and scored a great goal on it, but I think it was probably intended to clear it out, but he deflected off him and stayed in play.
Right.
Just your overall assessment. It looked like, you know, the Fire was attacking you late in the first half and they ran out of gas in the second half. I mean, what's your
saying the Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, I think there's a lot of pressure on both teams.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes the pressure at home is great.
Mm-hmm.
We felt that last week against LA. You know, you just want to win so bad, you want to get the point so bad, and there's a lot of pressure. I thought we started off really quite well, and I think the Fire loosened up a little bit or relaxed a little bit once we got the lead. You know, it was kind of, and you can remember the couple of chances that you all had, especially, you know, Bannister in front of the goal, and that's a harder goal to miss than it is to make. Yeah, but you know, it was just kind of the way the ball was falling for the Fire, and as the game went on, you know, we just kind of regrouped a little bit. I thought there were a couple of calls that could have gone either way that were game difference makers, but at the same time, we feel like we should have won the game. Why? Because we were winning. So we let a team come back and tie us. You know, from a coach's point of view, you know, I think there were some great opportunities that the Fire probably should have put away.
Any positives you can take away from the game today?
For us? Yeah, absolutely. Point on the road. Anytime you get a point on the road, I think it's fantastic, and then you can sneak a few off like we did at Houston, and then you got to win at home. You know, and right now, personally, I'm walking away with, yeah, would love to have won this game. You know, maybe a 1-0 game could have worked out for us. I think Breckshay went through and scored a goal. He was called offside. I'm not real sure about that one. But at the same time, to get a point here against what I consider a really pretty good team. I mean, look at the guys coming off the bench, how talented they are. You got John, you got Papa. I mean, there's a lot of talent on this team, and I think once they click and the ball bounces right for them, I think they'll be good. For us, it's a point. We walk away with an attitude that we got a home game, and we got to keep finding ways to get points.
Any update on McCarty?
No, you know, I think it may have just been a blow to the kidney. You know, and if you ever talked to anybody, you personally ever had a kidney stone or anything like that, it's really quite painful. And I think he, you know, nothing intentional, but I think he ended up getting an elbow into the kidney, and then all of a sudden, you know, he couldn't get it back. So we're doing more tests with him and probably have him out for a while.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
All right,
Coach,
thank you.
Did you have when you're doing your substitutions? Can you talk a little bit what you got out of your substitutes and what you're expecting to get?
Yeah, what we try to do is we try to get something a little bit different on field, something that's going to bring our level of play up. You know, we feel that when we make a substitution, that player will work maybe 25% more than the player that just came off. But that's not what this game's all about. It's about, you know, contributing to the team efforts. I thought that Atiba was doing a very good job. I thought Conde had a real handful with him, but then I didn't know if Jeff was getting enough of the defending responsibility on the flank midfield. So that was an easy sub for us, bringing Jeff out and then putting Atiba back and bringing Heath Pierce on, who, you know, needed a game because he just didn't make the national team. And then, of course, Bruno went in for Dax with the injury. That was probably not a move we had planned. All right, but what you hope for is that you bring in more life, you have a little bit more ability, because I think the game was turning into a counter, and you want to make sure that you got guys coming back and doing their job.
Can you just speak a little bit about Brian Leyva and how he's done since now he seems to be getting integrated into the full team?
Yeah, Brian, you know, as you know, he's a homegrown player. You know, he grew up in Dallas and was with our club. He was, he's been the first and only professional that we've signed, and he just turned 18 probably a couple months ago. He got his first opportunity to play last week. Played about 15, 20 minutes. And tonight was just not the right night for him. I think it would have been great to get him. We brought him on a trip, but I needed somebody that has been on the field a little bit more. And tonight was Bruno's night. And I thought Bruno Guarder did a fine job tonight. But we expect good things from Brian Leyva. He's on the under-20 Mexican national team. He's a starter for them. They like him. I think for his age, he really plays with confidence. He wants to get touches. I think he's going to be a very good player in this league.
And one of the things, so since there are 2 homegrown slots, and I know that one of the players that you have on the academy team is Luna.
Yeah, Ruben Luna.
Yeah, is there any? Are you guys? I know I think he's been practicing with you guys off and on, etc. Are there potential of signing him sometime?
Yeah,
soon
I think
to the
so.
homegrown?
I think he's a wonderful young man, and he's another homegrown player. I think he was a leading scorer last year in the academy league. So we continue to train with him. It's a situation where if you bring him in too soon and he doesn't produce, you might be taking up a homegrown spot. At the same time, there's a lot of things we like about him, and he has been training with us on more on a regular basis. And we think that his body shape has changed. He's watching what he's eating. He's taking the game very serious. And he's a player that's got a big frame, and I think his best asset is his finishing ability. So he's definitely on our radar.
Yeah. Thank you.